Hi, I'm Dave from Hardy Scale Models, and the video that I'm putting out today is it's another trip down memory lane for me, and this one is a bit of unfinished business that I've got. So cast your minds back, it's Christmas 1991, Queen are #1 again in the charts with Bohemian Rhapsody. I've just been promoted to Sergeant in the Air Cadets, and for Christmas, off my mum and dad, I got this. The Grumman F-14A Tomcat from Tamiya in 1:32 scale. It's a beast. It's a big old kit, and I never finished it. I got as far as putting the fuselage together, the front fuselage together, and for whatever reason, I think because it was taking so long, and I was doing lots of other little bits and pieces, it got put back in the box. It then got sold to a guy who I went to cadets with. So this is me getting another copy of the kit. I've gone for the same box, yeah, this is an inbox review of this kit. So this is the kit that I've picked up on eBay. So basically this is a 1980 tooling, so it's 43 years old now, this. And Tamiya still put these kits out. You can still buy these new. They come in a slightly different box now, and I think they've had a couple of parts updated, but nothing since the 90s anyway. So I think it's a 1980. This was released 1994, I believe it was, when the upgraded, the different box was designed. And like I say, you can still get these. So I know that with this kit, it's an older one. I know the decals are going to be useless and I'll have to get new ones, that's fine, but I wanted to get this one because this is the one that I had, and I remember thinking this kit was like amazing when I got it in. Like I said at the introduction of the video there, I just never got around to finishing it, which I've always kind of regretted. So thought I'd get another one, do a quick inbox review, see what's in there, because I can't actually remember, and then we can look at doing maybe a video build on this one, which I think would be quite good fun. Okay, so here's the instructions. Yeah, I do remember these. These are all bring back the memories. I do love the little, I think I've said this in a previous video as well, how you get these pictures, some photographs of the actual aircraft, and then pictures at some point where you get pictures of the build showing you exactly what it should look like. I love all that, and I think this is as far as I got. I think I got the wings together on the base, and I think I got the fuselage together, but then never got any further. That's how it's sort of come back to me anyway. So all this I never got to. I know it comes with rubber tyres, and I think there's an Edward big head kit for this that you can get, which has got all the usual sort of Edward upgrades and stuff. I might have a look at that, but I think that's somewhere in the region of £50, 50 British pounds, so something to consider. And obviously you get the two figures, you get a pilot, you get the RSO, and you get the crewman from the deck. And yeah, the schemes in this one were a bit strange. I always loved the Jolly Rogers, is it Jolly? Yep, the Jolly Rogers. I always loved the sort of black tail fins with the skull crossbones, and then had the Iranian Air Force Tomcats in, because obviously the Americans sold the Iranians a handful of F-14s just before the Islamic Revolution there. And then the kit list on the back, which I did check earlier, because it's got all these sprues called out here, and then right down here it tells you that you also have a few extra bits of the forward fuselage, component parts, the lower fuselage, the decals. So that's that. Right, and here's where you get your first idea of the size of the kit. This is the only open bag. So as you can see, this is I've got quite big hands, and that's the size of the underside without the front fuselage on, which is going to bring it about, I don't know, it's going to bring it about here maybe. There's a big old kit. I think it's about nearly 60 centimetres when it's fully built. So yeah, as suspected, you've got raised panel lines. It's an old kit, it's going to have it. So raised panel lines, some recessed detail, but not a huge amount. If I was that way inclined, you could sand all this down, you could re-scrub the entire thing. I really don't think I have the time to do that with 3 young kids, for example, or to be honest, I don't think I've got the skill to do that to get it perfect anyway. So yeah, I'll have to go with it. But I can do the weathering and stuff, and I can do some additional bits and pieces on it, but I don't think I'll be sanding the entire thing down and starting again on the screening. Okay, so you got the top of the fuselage. Start getting these out of the plastic. I am expecting there to be some loose parts on these screws as well. Like I say, this kit is at least, well, it changed to the new box in 1994, so it's at least 30 years old really. But yeah, it's all raised detail on there. You know, but that's what it is. Like I say, the age of the kit, that's what it's going to be. You can get around it. You can do things to improve it. Looks like there's going to be a few injector marks that are going to have to be hidden if you want the air brakes up. But we can live with that. I won't open this one at the minute because it's obviously got quite a few loose bits. So both engine intakes are loose off the sprue. You've got the cockpit set there with absolutely no detail whatsoever apart from a throttle and probably swing wing control there, but there's no detail at all. So I am definitely going to get one of these 3D cockpits. I think, I can't remember, Red Fox Studios, I think they do one, and Kit Studios or something like that. So I'm going to look into that and see if there's anything that's worth getting. And I do know there's a few, yeah, there's like Aries do improvements for these parts here which go around the edge of the cockpit. Forward fuselage, so that's the forward fuselage section itself, which is probably 6 inches, about 10 centimeters maybe. So yeah, again, inside there, there's, I'll take out the bag actually, but you can see how all these bags are. Even the plastic on the bags is starting to discolour a little bit. The front of the plastic's starting to discolour as well, so make sure that all comes off before we paint it. But yeah, there's the outside. I know there's a couple of extra kits now where you can remove certain panels here and you can add more details in, like the air refuel probe, which is that panel there. I think you can get an aftermarket kit where you can saw this out and you put the refueling pod up if you like. But yeah, this has got some, right, this is a bit better. This has got some rivet marks and some pan lines which are recessed, so we'll be able to get some details standing out on that. That's just a little bit of sprue, but there's nothing inside at all, absolutely nothing. So that's where your aftermarket's going to come in, which I probably will dip into a little bit. Right, there's 2 of these sprues. So in here it looks like you've got the pilots, which is not bad actually, since it's 40 odd year old. Don't know, I don't usually put the pilots in to models that I build, so that's 2 to be decided. I don't know yet. Ejector seats aren't terrible, the wheels aren't terrible, they're alright. Could well just go with that and just do a bit of weathering, etc, etc. A couple of the sparrows, fins are slightly bent or warped, and if they've been compressed, if they've been pressed, but if needs be you can always get replacements, that's fine. The Phoenix missiles, they look alright. There's 2 of those sprues. You can get aftermarket for the ejector seats and stuff as well, and but again, if you wanted just to go with that, that is not bad at all. And you get a bag of parts. So you've got lots of little screws in here. I know that I think these are supports for the wheels, for the undercarriage to go into undercarriage. These metal spars here, rubber tyres, which I'm going to check out and see what condition they're in, because I know you can get some really nice resin tyres for this kit now, which are really nice, really, really good. And then most of these parts here are for the wing section. to support the swing wing, because it's got an operating swing wing. Right, canopy. I don't know what's happened to that canopy bag. It looks like a dog's been having a go with that. But let's have a look. Okay. Right, again, I do know you can get replacements for these, because you can see here, try and show you on there, I don't know if you can see that, there's quite a bad seam line right down the middle of the canopy, right along here, so that I'm going to have to sand out, which again, it's not the end of the world, and it's 40 years old. What do you expect? It's going to have issues, and that's fine. Front one doesn't look too bad. Yeah, that's not too bad really. Put that in there, but yeah, I do know you can get sort of replacement canopies for this kit as well. There's not a huge amount there for this kit, I don't believe, but there is quite a few. And again, a couple of sprue parts coming there. So you've got the rear control surfaces, tail fins in 2 pieces by the looks of it. Yep, 2-piece tail fins. Yeah, again, looks like mainly raised detail on there. Right, okay, and on this one, it's mostly small parts. So you've got the crew deck officer, who you can do these arms up, hands flat, fists clenched, whatever you want to go for. Undercarriage bays here, not terrible. You could easily add to this if you want to. You can scratch build a few extra wires and things like that. There's plenty of reference photos you can go off. What I am noticing though is a lot of injector pin marks on some of the cockpit stuff, so I'm probably going to go down the route of getting the 3D stuff to hide that and to make it look more realistic. It's the radar for the nose. Don't think I'll do that. I'll probably have the nose closed. But yeah, it looks not too bad. Yeah, there's a bit of detail on there. I've seen worse. I've seen a lot worse than that. And the figure's not too bad either. Again, don't know if I'll do the figures. It's not something I usually do. Right, and there's the wings. So you've got this big assembly which is held by the spar that I showed you at the start. And they do work. And these are all screwed in position. And that there is a dead moth. Oh mate, get him off there. I've got no idea how long he's been there. I don't know if he's from Japan. 40-year-old dead moth, don't know, but there's a dead moth. Okay, so there's the wings, and finally the decals, which I'll be honest, Tamiya are not my favourite decals and never have been. I've always found them really difficult to work with. And again, you know what to expect. This is a 40-year-old kit. It's a 40-year-old decal sheet. It's really badly yellowed. Everything that's got the clear back surface, you can see the yellowing on it. You can see the yellowing on that design there. It looks quite bad on the skull and crossbones. So yeah, I'll be looking for some 3D. I'll be looking for some replacement decals for this. You've got all the cockpit decals there, which aren't terrible. But again, these new 3D printed ones are really nice. So there we are. Tamiya's 1:32 scale F-14A Tomcat, which, like I say, didn't finish it in the very early 90s, and now I'm gonna finish it. So I think I probably will do a video build on this one, just because of it. It's quite nostalgic for me, and I want to do that, and we'll see how it goes. So if you've got any suggestions for which squadron to do the final build in, whether it's the Top Hatters or the Sundowners, all those famous sort of squadrons that the kits used to come in with the high vis decals and the low vis decals. Any suggestions, anything you'd like to see, put your notes and put a comment on the video, and don't forget to give us a like. Please subscribe to the channel if you want to visit and see us more often, and yeah, let me know what you thought. Let me know what your thoughts are of the kit. If you built it, stick a comment in. I'll try and reply to every comment that gets put on there. But thanks for checking in. If it's your first visit, thank you very much. And take care, and we'll see you all soon. Cheers now.